Through your studies of Passive House, you'll be learning how to make buildings more energy efficient, more comfortable, and more healthy for its occupants. But most importantly, you will be contributing to the reduction of global warming gases and reducing the effects of climate change. I remember about the first time I learned about Passive House, and I was amazed about the contribution I could make by following its basic 5 principles of an airtight envelope, continuous insulation, mechanical ventilation, thermal bridge-free design, and high-performance windows, like the ones that we manufacture in our facility in Ramsey, New Jersey. Let's take a look. A window is made up of 3 essential components: your profile, your glass, and your hardware. In this video, let's take a deeper look at our profile. This 76mm system is specially formulated to be suitable in all of North America. We have 6 chambers, and that's what gives us our superior thermal resistance and allows us to be suitable for Passive House and other high-performance buildings. The frame and the sash are steel reinforced with 2mm steel, and that's how we get our AMA AW60 rating, and we can be installed into high-rise buildings. I love to point out our gaskets. They're co-extruded and welded with our profile. And this middle gasket is particularly interesting because it's always leaning and putting positive pressure on the sash. And the extrusion itself is pitched to give really quick water drainage. We're here today in the Bronx to showcase an affordable housing project we're working on, where we're replacing their existing low-performing double-hung windows with our high-performance, locally manufactured turn-only windows. Let's go check it out. So each window comes with protective tape on the outside and the inside, just to make sure that during construction, you'll have other trades coming through, and you want that window to look great when the tenant's ready to move in. We know the thermal benefits of our windows, but one of the most immediate things that the tenants will notice is that the iron gates are gone. Because we have a multi-point locking system, it allows us to give the security, but without having these iron gates. And there's also the elimination of the check rail, and that allows a lot more light to come through. I really love the way this sample window's turned out, because I know from day one, it is gonna make a huge difference in these tenants' lives. And then over time, it's gonna reduce the carbon load of the whole building.
The 3 major components of the windows are the profile, the glass, and the hardware. Today we're gonna talk about the hardware. The hardware we use on our windows is specifically designed for the European tilt and turn system. It is also used to build doors like the lift and slide doors, the parallel slide, the balcony doors, the entry doors, and the Frenchy doors. The beauty about this system is that it's versatile to your needs. It can be adapted to any needs you have for your project. We can add or deduct the locking points, the various locking points. In addition, the locking points are controlled by these specifically designed cam, which are adjustable to increase the pressure on your sash and your frame. In addition, the hinges can be adjusted to go up or down, left and right. Our unique processing center allows our operator to position the striker to the exact spot that have been designed for. In this way, we can keep the consistency from the design to the manufacture of the window. This system will allow us and the window to perform at its best and guarantee the quality and the comfort that we are famous for.
Customer service and commitment to the whole project's success is what Wythe Windows is all about. We're here today to support our client and their installer to make sure they can get the most out of our high-performance windows and doors. And because we're manufactured here in North America, that also means that we have a trained staff of technicians with boots on the ground to support you on your project. Whether it's hardware adjustments, or on-site mulling, or specialty glazing, Wythe's trained technicians are here to support you. A window is made up of 3 essential components: profile, glass, and hardware. In this video, we're going to discuss our IGUs. At Wythe, we offer dual and triple pane IGUs, both featuring our warm edge spacer, which has a low psi value of 0.018 BTUs per hour foot Fahrenheit. We have the ability to design our glass packages to fit your project's priorities. Whether it's solar heat gain coefficient, we can dial that in, or if it's center of glass U value, we can mix different coatings, whether it be hard or soft coatings or different gases in between the panes. Or if your priority is sound transmission as measured by STC or OITC, we can do a combination of varying the thicknesses of the panes, varying the space between the panes, or adding lamination. And if your project's in a high altitude, we've got you covered with our breathing tubes. Hey, Chris.
Taryn, how are you?
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
You want to take a look at your windows?
Absolutely.
All right, great. Let's take a look. Right here. That's the second floor for Building B.
Okay.
Right here. All the
Coming along.
We just started on this about 5 days ago, and that's the power of an automated production line. We design everything in our computer. We send it to the machine, then the processing center starts its magic. It's cutting everything down, it's milling the precise location of where the pressure equalization holes need to go, where the handles need to be, so we meet your ADA requirements, and it's gonna locate where the mullions all need to be. And then it comes out and it gets welded, comes down here to our automated cleaning center, and it all gets done. And then now the guys are now working on the hardware and putting the mullions in where they need to go, and then next stop is glazing.
And are the mullions, do they come gasketed, or is that all stuff that you guys assemble as it's going along?
That's a great question. Yeah, all our extrusions are, the gaskets are co-extruded with the profile.
Okay.
And so what's great about that is that when we go and weld the frames, the gaskets get welded too. And so there is a continuity with the gaskets.
Great.
And this is where we cut the steel and punch our holes through the steel. And then obviously prior to all that, depending on what the job requires, we load our sashes or frame right on this machine here. It gets sent through the milling and cutting center, and then it gets spit out on the other side, and simultaneously labels get printed to identify each piece.
Okay.
I mean, one thing that's fun that you'll notice when the machines are running and we're in production, you normally would expect craftsmen to be walking around with a tape measure and stuff. They don't have a tape measure. Why don't they have a tape measure? Because everything is so automated, and the machining center is precisely locating where the hardware is going to go. The hardware station, as soon as you lock that window down, on the sash table, it grabs it and clamps it in place, and that clamp actually does all the measuring for you. And so we're taking a lot of the possibilities for human error out of the equation.
It's a heck of an operation you guys have.
And we're excited to support you and Monadnock on this project. I mean, building with you guys and doing Passive House. I mean, that's why we've made this whole factory, to support projects just like Vital Brookdale.
I'm really looking forward to being able to get the windows out there and start getting them in the building and getting things going.
Yeah. I mean, you had a lot of choices to go with different window companies. What made you decide on us?
Honestly, the first trip to the factory left an impression, seeing the process, seeing the automation, the fact that you guys are local, that you can support us. You're right outside the city, so if there is an issue, if we need replacements, it's a great option to have. I'm right down the block, as you know, so it's easy access for me to come by, see what's happening, and you guys seem to have a very good quality product.
Well, we hope to keep earning that trust every day. We built this factory for you, to support the Passive House community, to help you build high-performance buildings all across the United States.